Hanabi is the most decorated player that we have in the region.
He's been champion of the LMS 3 times, PCS 4 times now. He's making his 4th appearance at MSI, and he's made 3 world championships. And he's not slowing down anytime soon.
我是来自 PSG 的上路 Hanabi。要形容我这个人的话，我觉得用固执，然后话多吧。
It's kind of incredible to think about how dominant a performer he has been in his short career.
I think Hanabi is a player that has gone through a lot of transformations, a lot of difficult times.
He's a player that has earned his spot by always fighting to stay at a top level.
Keeps his 80 cabinet slow, gets away.
我会开始打英雄联盟是因为我以前表哥推荐我去玩，就读完高中2年级，打了一些小比赛，还可以就去尝试打职业了。
He was known for being a Zed and Yasuo one trick. He's never really lost that 1v1 me bro kind of style.
The exhaust runs out, and there's no ignite either, so the healing. Snip, snip!
Lined up for every single hit of the needlework and the snip, snip.
He got scouted to join Flash Wolves when he was about 16 years old.
我会进入到闪电狼是因为我跟闪电狼的人都蛮熟的那时候，然后我就问卡萨有没有机会，然后他就帮我转达一下，然后就去了。
I think that first year was pretty sweet on the early half of it. They still weren't getting over the semifinals hump, but they were still rather competitive.
The backside, and now Kingstones are the one who have to run away because Mugen is hungry for kills.
And Flash Wolves are your favorites for MSI.
Hanabi to me was a player that had big shoes to fill. Flash Wolves were the entirety of the LMS.
就当时在闪电狼第1年打职业的时候，就感觉他们都是打职业比较多年的老将，就自己的压力是比较大一点，因为实力跟不太上他们。
Back then, he couldn't defeat Maple, so the team made him roll swap over to top lane.
就我的压力应该就是源自于对，就自己的实力就非常跟不上自己的队友吧。就保持平常心，然后想办法多训练一点吧。
Teleport's coming in, it's YOLO time as you say for Kingzone. They've started up the Baron down to 3000 HP, the Nar misses onto Mugen. The Baron is going to fall, it goes to Gorilla, but can Flash Wolves take the fight? Can Kingzone somehow survive? Betty kills one in the back line, and Betty is just spitting out hell upon Kingzone! And Flash Wolves are going to go top of the group.
Hanabi is a bit of a veteran in the scene. I think that when we talk about responsibility, he's someone that probably shoulders a lot of that.
就我在游戏的玩法上，就是比较属于稳健、不激进，就不会去做出有风险的 play。我身为一个商务选手，我觉得最重要就是在打线上面跟角色池上面要比别人更厉害，然后更多。
Hanabi has not been seen just yet. Driver is going to cut off, and here it comes the massive mouse slicing maelstrom. Down goes Kogya, he finds it on 3 people. Down goes Driver, down goes Little V. PSG at the end, Hanabi saves the game. He is gonna move forward into the final.
我觉得我最难过的时候就是2019年的夏季赛的时候，因为基本上没怎么赢过。
After 2018, Flash Wolves lost a number of their core power players, Sword Art, Maple leaving to go their separate ways.
For the very first time in Flash Wolves LMS history, they did not make it to Worlds after 4 previous consecutive appearances.
The Nexus is alone, and Kingzone, in a return to form, will take the 3-1 victory over Flash Wolves.
也就是第一次输这么多，感觉是这样，因为一开始打这些都基本上都在赢。
Hanabi was sort of out there in the dark, and we might not see much more of this player going forward.
就当时的想法，其实想先休息一段时间嘛，就因为也没进世界赛，所以很长的放假时间。
The brand name of Flash Wolves, the dynasty has already ended.
就当时 LNS 没了，就是有点伤心嘛，毕竟就 LNS 之前成绩都还不错，就是一直在下滑，然后就有点可惜吧。自己觉得自己还年轻，然后可以再加油一点，所以就继续打职业了。就当初在放假的时候也在找工作嘛。
PSG as a team, they're searching for a second carry.
Hanabi was recruited to the Talon roster, and they were an entirely new roster under the fresh to the PCS org Talon.
来到 PSG Talon 的原因就是因为这里有 Unify 跟凯瑞因这个队伍挺有竞争力的，所以就来了。
我觉得Hanabi今年就是我们在常规赛、季后赛的时候，他的表现都做得蛮好的，因为他很多对线的细节跟那个会战的处理，其实做得蛮不错的。
The new team managed to place first in the very first season of PCS Spring.
Hanabi has Husha cornered. Husha doesn't have a flash. He doesn't have anywhere to go. There's no ult either. He's just gonna die outside of the base fountain. They get the kill onto Maoan actually from PSG. Hanabi able to survive. PSG are gonna close out the series 3-0. As a PCS fan, I think Hanabi is definitely a player that I want to be on the lookout for.
PSG, they're a name that has rivaled and has achieved a lot internationally.
Hanabi is just a player that, again, is so tenacious to be where he is today, to continue to compete at a high level.
我想成为跟 Faker 一样的选手，就是维持自己的实力，然后那么多的冠军吧。
Hanabi is Japanese for fireworks. It really encapsulates his explosive potential as a player.
Ming starts up the fight, needs to damage the Maple, of course, he is the tank, he's got a good front line, good MF comes, but he's gonna be stunned. Gala chased down, Maple shows up for 1 kill, gets for 2, gets for 3.
觉得我一直坚持当选手的原因是希望自己能够在这游戏上证明一下自己，自己真的是蛮喜欢这款游戏。
I think this is a player that you never know what you're going to get.
He definitely has that desire, that craving.
It didn't matter what the meta was, he was always just ridiculous.
I'm always excited to see what Hanabi's going to do next.
I think a lot of the questions will come down to, can he handle the pressure and can he bring his team to victory?